fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Turtles in Disguise Party Pack from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem line from Playmates. As you can see, this set includes Beach Bum Mikey, Cowboy Leo, Astronaut Raph, and Donnie as Spock. So very, very cool. I'm really excited about this. You can also see up here it says Mutation Station, only at Walmart. So Target kind of has its own subline called like Making a Ninja, and then I guess Walmart has its own subline called Mutation Station. So this set is exclusive to Walmart. I just found it today at my local Walmart. I didn't think it was supposed to come out until next month, so that's cool. But yeah, all these are really fun. I mean, they have a very nostalgic feel. The Astronaut Raph is like 100% a throwback to the original toy line because they did that figure before in the retro line. And I feel like they definitely did Star Trek figures at one point. I'm sure Cowboys happened. And there was like a surfer Mikey. So this is, you know, kind of similar, but in a little bit of a new direction. So very nostalgic feels with these, and I think these are going to be pretty cool. Spinning it around to the back here, just has some kind of generic artwork of the four turtles, not even in their costumes, even though, you know, the little nameplates say what the costumes are. So that's kind of funny. I don't know if this is going to be just kind of generic artwork for anything that comes out exclusive to Walmart. We'll have to see how that goes. Not really too much else to the rest of the packaging, to be quite honest. There's just kind of some generic stuff going around there. But I do still really love the purple brick. I mean, it seems like literally everyone online is saying the packaging for this line is so great because I don't know what it is, but the purple brick motif just looks really sharp. I think it also has a little bit of that nostalgic feel because the original packaging from the retro line had kind of like brownish pink bricks and they were all kind of breaking out of them and everything. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll get all these guys out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the four figures out of the packaging. We'll start over here on the left with Beach Bum Mike. I have to say, I kind of think his legs are on backwards. So if you look at the calf muscles here, they're kind of at a weird angle, and I kind of feel like these should be swapped. I don't know if they have any kind of markings, although I guess the feet might be correct. I don't know. I can't really tell. The feet almost seem like they're correct, but maybe just the calf pieces are misassembled, because I really feel like that should be his left calf. I could be wrong, but they kind of seem like they're on backwards. So that's a bit of a bummer. He has a little trouble standing because of that, because as you can see, the feet kind of go at weird angles because they should be, you know, slanted this way so that he stands better. But other than that, I think he looks really fun. He comes with this giant guitar, which is a little difficult to get him to kind of hold like he's playing it. But it has this hook, which I assume is supposed to connect to this hook here on the strap, so he can kind of wear it on his back, which is kind of cool. It's a little heavy, so if you kind of move it around and don't balance it just right, it just kind of swings it all around. But you can see it's got a little camera there. But you can kind of position it so that it'll stay on there, which is fun. I like that. I think that's kind of cool. Otherwise, this thing just kind of moves all around, but you can kind of wedge it down a little bit so it stays in place a little bit better. But he's got these fun sunglasses. I kind of wish that they had filled in the sunglasses because it just kind of looks like he's wearing glasses at this point, which is fine, but the character doesn't normally wear glasses. I love the Hawaiian shirt. I think they did a great job with that. I'm not 100% sure what is supposed to be on the Hawaiian shirt. At first I thought maybe it was like, I mean, I assume it's just supposed to be flowers or something, but they kind of almost look like winged pineapples. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm assuming this pair of pants is just also covering the shell because they've just colored the shell yellow as well. And then he's got the sandals, which I think are good. So other than me suspecting that the calf muscles are misassembled, it's a great looking figure. I love the hat. I think that's all really great. The hat is not removable. That is firmly attached to the head. But you have the articulation that, you know, the basic figures have. So you have a ball joint here for the head. You have the hinge and the rotation at the shoulders. You have the hinge and the rotation at the elbows. You have the wrist swivel there. You have the kick forward and rotation. I feel like with these you can really see the connection, but it's not that big a deal. I think it's just because it's a lighter, you know, with the yellow coloring. But kicks forward, you can spin out to the side. You do have a hinge and a rotation at the knee, and then you have an ankle swivel there. So he's a cool figure. I like him a lot. I kind of wish it was more indicative of the like surfer Mikey they did back in the retro line. He had the real like, you know, the normal sunglasses, and he had the surfboard and everything. But I do think this guy is a lot of fun. He's got the lay on there. So they did a really nice job with the detailing, and I like the guitar accessory. So we'll see if that'll actually stay in place, and also if I can get him to stand, because like I said, it's a little difficult to get him to stand with the misassembled feet. So yes, no, maybe. I feel like maybe if I turn the legs at a different angle, it might help. Maybe if I put this one out to the side or something. Well, in any case, he has trouble standing because of that. But I think if I distribute the weight, there we go. Hopefully he'll stay there for the rest of the video. Next up is definitely one of my favorites. Honestly, they're all really good, but we have the Cowboy Leo. He looks great. I love that he has the holsters for the little, you know, 6 guns here. I do wish that they could fit deeper in. Like, what they should have done was cut a little slit, and I guess I could do it myself because it's kind of a rubbery plastic. But if they had just carved out a little bit of area here, then these would have been able to, you know, descend a little bit further. But unfortunately, they kind of stop as soon as you hit into the trigger guard there. So they still fit and they still work, but I do wish that they could have sat a little bit further down. You can kind of try to switch them around like this, and it works a little better, but not much. It's really just like, if you leave them in there, they're going to get warped. Like you can already see this is starting to warp, and it's just because they don't fit very well. And also, so this belt is pegged in here. As you can see, there's a peg that's pegging into this spot under the belt, his like painted on belt. And I'm kind of just worried that over time that's going to break. I'm trying to push that in so that stays in place. But all the while, I mean, he's got the sheriff's star, he's got the big belt buckle, that all is really nicely painted. I like the chaps that they have going on here. I think that really works and is nicely done. I wish the spurs on the back of the boot were painted silver. Not a deal breaker, but they did paint all this kind of steel-tipped boot and everything down here, which is nice. I love the cowboy hat. I love the expression, the bandana, the vest, just everything about it. I think they did a really good job. He's even got some detailing here on the back of the vest. And then he also comes with this shotgun that has a little bang flag, which is great. This just very reminiscent of the original retro line to me. All these figures have a really nice retro feel to them that I really enjoy. He's just great. And again, all the same articulation as the normal figures and as Michelangelo. So my only complaint with him is I wish that the guns on the holsters could sit a little bit further down. And all they would have really had to do is kind of carve, you know, just carve a little slit here in the back so that it could go further down. But also the positioning makes them kind of want to pop out. So it's not the best, it's not the worst, but I do really like this guy. I think he looks great. And as far as I can tell, he is assembled correctly, so he stands pretty well. Next up, we have Raphael. This is a direct throwback to original retro toy. The first time they did the Turtles in Disguise, I was talking about that. Michelangelo, the surfer turtle with the surfboard, that was for him. Raph had almost this identical suit. Leo was a samurai, and Donatello was like undercover. He had like a trench coat and a mask that he could have. So this is really cool. This is really fun. This is a direct homage to that original retro toy, and it looks great. I mean, even the weapon is exactly the same. Now, the way the original one worked, there was this yellow plastic tube, instead of going from here around to the back, connected from the tip of the gun, or I should say this tip down here. You can even kind of see that they've molded the plastic and the little peg there. It went from here and plugged into the chest. Instead, they've elected to have this go around to the back here, which I'm fine with. I think that's fine. He comes with this kind of I don't know, mechanized sword, we'll say, and this gun. He's got this really great detailing here on the chest. I'm assuming that's a sticker because you can see it's kind of a little misaligned, but it's on there pretty good. There's a lot of detailing, though. All this yellow paint, the blue strap. The boots here are fantastically done. Really, really nice. You can remove the helmet, so that comes off, and then he's got, you know, the normal ball joint here for the head, and then you just pop this back on. It's kind of got these little, like, divots, as you can see, and then he's got little divots here for it to sit in. So you just kind of line that up, and then it connects on pretty solidly. It's not going to fall off anytime soon, so they just really nailed it with this one. You even have the kind of space-like squid creature hanging out here on the back, which I believe the original toy had as well. So this is just phenomenally done. This is such a perfect homage, and it's a great figure. I mean, all the articulations there, it really looks good. It feels great. It feels hefty. Just all in all, this is, like I said, it's hard to pick a favorite because I really like all of them so much. And then last up, we have Donnie as Lieutenant Spock. I think he was Lieutenant, right? I know he eventually became a captain later in the movies. In any case, he is Spock. They did such a great job. He's doing the Vulcan live long and prosper, even though he only has 3 fingers, which is fantastic. He's got the 2 gold bands on the sleeve. He's got the, I believe this is the tricorder here. He even has a phaser, which is really, really well done. Very accurate to how the phaser looked on the show. Just awesome. This is really fun. You have the Starfleet insignia here on both the shirt and the belt buckle. They just really did a great job with this one. But he's got the little fake hair, the wig up there. He's got the glasses still. It does not look like these glasses are removable. The ones on the basic figure were. I don't think these are. I could be wrong. They're kind of sandwiched in there. They even gave him the pointy ears, which is perfectly done because turtles don't have ears. But here, he's got the ball joint for the head. He's got the hinge, you know, all the basic articulation. But just a fantastic looking figure. And of course, you can get the hand up here to do the pose, which is just amazing. I love this one so much. Like I said, it's so hard for me to pick a favorite. Like, I think my least favorite is Mikey, and I don't know if a large part of that is because I think he's misassembled, or he's just kind of the most generic out of the bunch. I mean, you know, the beach outfit is fine, and I don't have a problem with him, but they kind of crushed it with all 3 of these, and then he's just kind of in a Hawaiian outfit. So, not that any of them are bad, but like I said, I can only determine that he's my least favorite, and then it's kind of a tie between these 3 because these are all done so well. And again, they just kind of painted the shell blue to go with the shirt, so I don't know if he's just got a ridiculously skin-tight shirt going on here, or that was just the simplest way for them to handle it. I mean, I guess they could have just had it stop here and paint the shell the normal color, and left the belt, but this was the way they handled it, and I'm fine with it, honestly. I don't think that's a problem. But he's still got the purple armbands and everything, which I love. I love how they all have, whatever their costume is, they still have. Although, to be fair, Leo, I just noticed, does not have the knee bands. I'm going to need you to stand here for me, Donnie Spock. And I don't mind it. And maybe I was going to say maybe they're on the back now. He's just got the jeans and the chaps. He does not have the knee bands. But again, it's fine. I don't mind it. I just happen to notice that he's the only one that doesn't. But yeah, this is just such a fun pack. I mean, they did such a great job with these. Playmates continues to crush it on these figures. I mean, this 4-pack was $29.99 at Walmart. That is incredible. I mean, that's less than $8 a figure. These are going for, I think, $9.99 or $10.99 in stores, depending on where you find them. And they're just incredible figures for that price. I mean, if one thing that Playmates can completely nail and crush it, it's these basic figures. They're larger figures when they kind of do those forays into, you know, the NECA style figures. They don't always do so well there, but they can absolutely crush it with these basic assortment figures. And they really should just, like I said, stick to these 5-inch figures or 4.5-inch, however tall they are, because they do them so well. And this 4-pack is such evidence of that, with the exception of Mikey's legs being misassembled. But that's that's not really a flaw of the design of the figure. That's just, you know, a production error. Some factory somewhere put them in backwards. But he can still function. He can still do what he needs to do. And they just did such a good job. Like I said, I'm just kind of gushing on them, but these three in particular are so well done. These two are kind of flawless, honestly. I don't really have anything to say negative about them. I think they're both pretty perfect. Leo is very close to perfect. I just wish those guns fit in the holsters a little better. And then Mikey's still a lot of fun. I love the hat. I love the Hawaiian shirt. I love the guitar. You know, if he just wasn't misassembled there, he would definitely jump up, in my opinion. But I also like the camera strap. It's fine, but it's not done as well as it could be. Like, I feel with Donnie, the tricorder fits a lot nicer and just kind of sits in place and looks better, whereas this one kind of flails around a little bit, especially trying to connect the guitar. I kind of wish the guitar had its own strap that I could just put around and it could be on his back, and then the camera could be something separate. I think that might have been a better way to do it. But this works. I mean, it's functional, and him holding the guitar is not terrible. You can kind of get him to hold the guitar like he's playing it, which is nice. So this is a phenomenal set. The price is definitely right. Definitely check your Walmarts. I think they had it online at one point as well, so they might be able to order it on their website. But definitely check your Walmarts, because I think this is a fantastic set, and I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you kind of had the original retro line back in the day. This feels very nostalgic of that, and they paid really nice homages, especially, I mean, Raph is the most direct homage, but they did do Turtle Trek figures back in the day, and I'm sure they did Cowboys as well, so they're not far off. But I feel like this one is a 100% direct homage to that figure, and they nailed it, and they did such a great job. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.